Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and thank you very much for making some time out of your day to spend with me and watch the video. Always very grateful for that. And guys, today we're going to be talking about the most versatile type of rod that you can throw as far as a rod action. What I really wanted to do in this video is I want to try to save you guys some money where you didn't have to buy a lot of rods. And if you want to have one rod that will do a ton of different things, we're going to talk about that specific model today and why it's so versatile and all the things that you can do with it. Also, guys, just a quick invitation out there, everybody, anyone interested in becoming a channel member here of Intuitive Angling, that's a good way to support the channel along with subscribing to the channel. And channel members get videos every week that aren't seen by the public, and I usually put my more top secret tips in the channel member videos. If you're interested, just go to my YouTube homepage and click on the join button for information. Get y'all set up with that. So much appreciated. Okay, guys, fishing rods, man, you can spend a dang fortune on them if you just want to, have every type of rod action for every single type of lure out there. And if you have the resources to do that, that's great. It's sort of like golf clubs. But if you're like a lot of us and you have a budget for your fishing, you want to try to maximize your fishing equipment where you don't have to spend a ton, but you can still be efficient with it. So what I want to talk today about, guys, is if you want to really narrow your rod selection down, so I'm talking about bait casters today, where you got one rod that will do a ton of different stuff. Guys, this is the rod that I want to talk about. This is the Megabass Levante Perfect Pitch. This is a 7-foot, 2-inch rod. I sort of classify it as a medium heavy. So it doesn't matter if you get the Levante Perfect Pitch like this or whatever your favorite rod company is. You want to concentrate and get a rod that's a little over 7 foot long. 7 feet's a little bit too short. 7.5 is too long. So that's why I like the Perfect Pitch here by Megabass, 7 feet 2 inches long in the medium heavy action. I'm going to explain why. Also, guys, I will link this rod to my Tackle Warehouse link in the description if you guys want to check it out and get one, or I'll also link up a bunch of other rods on the Tackle Warehouse link there. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about the 7.2 medium heavy, why it's so good. First of all, when you're dealing with a 7.2 medium heavy, it opens it up for a wide range, specifically with that action. Now we're going to talk about reaction baits and slow baits too, and topwaters. First of all, one of the reasons I like this for topwater fishing is it's long enough to give you some leverage and power and casting distance with the length of the rod, yet it's short enough, where you can still work it, with your wrist, and it's not too long as far as to make that lethargic, so you can fish topwaters on it. It's stiff enough also that you can fish all your soft plastics on it. Guys, this is the rod that I can use. I can fish my Cinco soft plastic stick baits. I can fish jigs, creature baits, Texas rig worms with it. This is the rod I use all the time to drag a football head jig. I use it for swing head jig fishing. I use it for fishing a jig and spoon, a blade bait, all that type of stuff. And it's heavy enough too that you can do some pitching and flipping with it. You can put 25 pound test line on the 7.2 medium heavy, and you can use it just like a flipping stick. In fact, I know a lot of anglers out there that they don't flip with a 7.5 foot flipping stick. They flip with a 7.2. So it's stiff enough where you can handle that. All of your slow baits. There's really not a slow bait out there in terms of like a creature bait or a jig or anything that this rod won't handle, this particular action. Now also, guys, it is the perfect spinnerbait rod. Great for spinnerbait fishing, unless I guess you could fish a 1 ounce spinnerbait on it, but anything between a 1/4 ounce up to 3/4 ounce, really good for spinnerbait. Fish a chatterbait on it. You can fish all your crankbaits on it. You can fish a deep diving crankbait with it. It's also got the tip is not like super stiff, but it's got a soft enough tip where you can fish square bill crankbaits on it. You can fish medium-sized crankbaits like that Megabass, the S-Crank, or the Megabass Super Z2 crankbait that I fish. There's really not anything that you can't fish on it. As far as when you're talking about a bait cast rod that will handle everything, this thing will literally do it all. Alabama rig, you can even throw it on. Swim baits. This is the rod that I throw all my swim baits on. In fact, Chris Aldane, got me up using this exact rod for fishing the Megabass Mag Draft years ago. It's just a super great rod to be versatile, and it's under $300 with Megabass, so it's very competitive price-wise. And literally, if I could probably, guys, I tell you what, in my bass fishing, I could get by with 2 rods. I could have that rod right there and use and it would be serviceable enough where I could fish anything I wanted to with the bait caster. And if I use my Megabass whip snake spinning rod, I could fish all my spinning stuff. So I could actually get by with 2 rods and be okay with it. So if you want to save some money, guys, this is what my high suggestion is. Get you a 7.2 medium heavy action, does everything out there, allows you to fish about any technique that you want to, and you don't have to spend a fortune, having 20 different type of rod action. So anyway, guys, I'll put all those rod links in the description of the video here, my Tackle Warehouse link. We'll talk later. See y'all.